from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's brought down by...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Falcons, 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 26-1. 36.
Here now, the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. From the 30 on second down, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On first down, it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Ford on the stop. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Muhammad's the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 5.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He's brought down.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Falcons 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Oliver. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 21, Todd.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
This time Ryan will throw. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The tackle made.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
13 yards.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On second down, Muhammad. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
43-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They run it with Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here's Smith to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
25-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. A tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
22-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20 to 13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Jarrett on the stop.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete to Philip Dorsett.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
On first down, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Single receiver. Got. Over there. Single receiver. Hey, bye-bye.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 14.
It is good. Makes the score Seahawks 27, Falcons 13. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch set. 21. 54. Mike, 54. Watch his flat. Got it. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10-10.
Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Looking deep for Julio. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Falcons 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tuesday. Like 25.
Another carry now for Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. From the gun, Wilson, and able to find Dorsett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Seahawks first down.
Penny, a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
You'll get nothing.
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 51 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Here's Oliver. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Number 21.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Jones, 34 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got daylight.
Do what we do.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 63 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 48, Falcons 26. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
22. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Now watch one.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was brought down at the
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here.
Now Rashad Penny, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not